Patrick, just your thoughts coming out of the trade your group made today.
I mean, tough one. Kiefer Sherwood has been a great addition here to our team for 2 years. We brought him in here when he was in Nashville, and I told him that coming here definitely give him the resources to work on his game, and we believed in him as a player, and I think he's taking tremendous steps here over the 2 years. Well-liked player on the ice, well-liked person in the community, and he's going to be missed. Where we are, we're trying to work on extensions since the summer. I respect Kiefer and his point of view where he is in his life, and he earned it and deserved to get paid, but that wasn't the term where we were comfortable going. That being said, he's going to be missed, and he's a great person.
What about the return, and why was now the right time and the right move for your group?
We were again looking to accumulate more draft capital here for this year, and also moving forward. It's important with the rebuilding, going a little bit younger. We felt the respect to Kiefer and his family, where his situation is, and if we were happy with or pleased with the return, we felt we weren't gonna just sit and wait for something else, and at this point we felt that this was the best for the Canucks.
Do you expect more moves to be coming to be part of this rebuild?
I do expect more. If you look around the league, it's just starting here as of lately to pick up a little bit more. So how tight it is out east, and some of the teams still week to week are in and out. I would imagine there is going to be some more transactions coming.
Do you expect this to be a strip it down, get rid of all of your assets, or are you going to need to keep all of them around for some of these younger guys?
Definitely need to keep players around. I don't want to see what happened here the other night, losing 6-0. It's not good for anyone. It's not good for the fans. It's not good for the players. That's not something I'm looking at. We're extremely fortunate to have good veteran players here, good people, more so, to teach our young guys. But again, I said it before, if there's making sense for us long term, we definitely look into it. But you also need to be above the floor in the cap world.
You talked about the result the other night. Do you need more from some of your veteran players right now?
I think it's been a challenging, just not for veteran guys, for us in general here, the chemistry with a lot of changes in the lineup every night, playing a young goalie here the other night, and that being said, I don't want to use excuses. Our job is to win hockey games, and we need to get better, all of us. And I know the coaches are working on the solutions and working with the players to perform better, and we need to.
Patrick, it's been more than a week now. What can you tell us about Thatcher Demko and his status here moving forward?
Well, he's still getting further evaluated here, and some testing, and once we have more information, I will give you guys more update, but I don't have an updated status here as of today.
So is he contemplating having to have surgery done, or whatever he's done? Is that part of it?
I think they're going through, taking opinions from other resources around the world to see where his status is and what needs to be done or not. So I'm sure we know more here, hopefully by the end of the week.
With the marketplace, a lot of teams don't want to surrender a first-round pick. In any of your discussions with any teams, did you try to push for a first-round pick, but when you circled back, you got a pair of seconds and a pretty good young defenseman?
I think even if you're looking up to this point, I'm not sure if any team yet is giving up a first-round pick in 26. So you never know. I do think the first-round picks in 26 are valuable, and I think a player that heading towards free agency, it's not like he's controlled. So the San Jose is taking their risk as well here, and he's also injured, current injury, but he should be back here pretty soon.
You wanted to see consistency out of Kiefer this year, and he checked all the boxes. Did that make him, not, I want to say easier to sell, but really heighten his value when you talk to teams like San Jose in terms of the return?
I think and I said to Keith this morning, I think this is a credit to him. He earned it for where he was in Nashville when they couldn't find an extension, and to where he is today, and how he's played here. But I also give our staff a lot of credit, because they worked with him, and that's how he was able to take his game to the next level. Playing both special teams and obviously finding the consistency of scoring a lot of goals, and more so how his practice habits, really impressed with that, and I'm sure that's something that someone else has to step up and bring the juice and bring the pace to the practice every day.
Culture carriers are hard to find. Does this make Connor Garland even more valuable to you, Patrick?
Yeah, I think all the older players have been around. Connor Besser, I mean, Roenick has been impressive here, what he has done and how he carries himself. Marcus Pettersson, but no, absolutely, those guys are important for us.
Patrick, I saw Marco Rossi around the room yesterday, but where is he in his recovery?
Yeah, he if when we traded him, he had an injury, and it's a lower body injury, and at this point too, we want to be a little bit cautious and not forcing him back. He's back skating, so I would imagine that if he's not ready prior to the break, he will be back right after the break there.
And we're approaching the 50-game mark here. I mean, time is running out. Is Derek Forbert done for the year?
Yeah, and it's sad, because it's more so a setback to a previous injury, and when we took him out, it was honestly, it was just for a day to rest, and then he ended up having an injection, and that flared up, and he's been trying. There is a small chance that he might be back, but I don't count on it for now.
And Sherwood moving out leaves an open roster spot. Are you planning to fill it right away, or are you just going to go with 22 for the time being?
Yeah, depending on, I think Teddy Bluger is getting really close. I don't know if it's a game time decision today. And then Schiedel is getting close here too. So some more job that we have to do here and open up the roster spot for guys coming back.
Patrick, how much more difficult is the job at hand in terms of rebuilding this team the way that you want it with some of the contracts that you signed in the offseason? I mean, even if you want to move guys, you've got guys with term. Is it more difficult for you now because of that?
I think if you look around, just in general around the league, with the cap going up, there is not a whole lot of free agents out there. There's going to be, as we've seen over the years, it's just very, very few players available in the summer. So in some regards, you got to be careful just parting ways with players, and again, putting young players in for the cap floor. You need to have I think next year is going to be $76 million. So you need some veteran guys there. But I also don't want to put young players in to fail. I think that's where you're rushing guys in, and we didn't plan for this. We didn't plan to have 3 21-year defensemen, 21-year-old defensemen in the league this year. We were planning on having a kind of a rotation spot there, but it is what it is, and I think the players and the coaches have dealt with it. Again, I'm not happy standing here with the points we have. I believe when we were healthy early on, I believe that we were capable of better. But again, I hope we're going to see some more younger players getting an opportunity down the stretch here as well. I think Abbotsford has been very depleted too, and the good thing there is seeing the same thing there. Some of the younger players are taking bigger roles and bigger minutes and excelled in their development there. But I also think that's the same part there. You need to surround them with some veteran players.
Would you like Lecker Mackey to keep cooking down there, or Get him up here for
Yeah, he's been injured. He's been sick. I thought he had a really good start up here, and we were really excited about it. So we want to get him, more games, being consistent down there. But he's a guy that we like to see up here.
Are you comfortable with your coaching staff? And I ask the question respectfully because we all like Adam Foote, but you've talked about structure a lot. I'm still trying to figure out where that structure is, looking the way that this team is played from time to time. Are you satisfied with what you're seeing from your coaching staff and moving forward with them?
I am satisfied with the way they're working, and I think it's hard to really evaluate how we're playing. There is pockets and there are stretches where we're playing really well. There was a stretch of 7 weeks in November, late November to early January, when our penalty kill was really good. But that was based on you have your goalie and you're fairly healthy. Again, with Rossi or Sheedle in our lineup, I think we're 9-5. So it's hard. And again, you're putting some of the younger players up in the lineup. They're playing heavier matchups. They're playing more minutes than they ever done, and that's where you break through. You have a mistake, and then you duplicate the mistake the next shift because the pressure comes on. And I think that's not fair to the young players. But I know the one thing that the players in there and the coaches, they really care. I don't think they're happy of winning 4 home games. They want to provide winning hockey for their fans. And I know that the coaches are working really hard with the players, and I do believe that when we have played good, we're playing extremely fast. And I think that's something that I'm looking at and watching. The underlying number has been better. That being said, when you're not winning, it doesn't really matter. But I do trust the coaching staff with Adam Foote there.
Things are a little bit different this year with the Olympic break and the roster freeze that comes with it. How do you think that's sort of changing the way the market is developing and the conversations that you've been having here over the last few weeks?
Yeah, you're right. You got another deadline coming up, and we saw at the previous Christmas deadline there was some trades leading up. When you have a deadline, it definitely forces some decisions to be made. So I could see that. That being said, it's we're managing a roster here with injuries, and I would have liked to see some of the younger players playing down in Abbotsford instead of getting a break for 3 weeks. But it is what it is, and some of them have definitely earned it too. Some of the young guys have been on the roster and played a lot.
Patrik, what kind of conversations have you as an organization had with Philip Hedl? I mean, obviously, he has gone through a lot as a National Hockey Leaguer. We know more about head injuries than ever before. Is there any concern that he's trying to give it another go?
It's a good question, because you feel for a guy like that what he has gone through and how passionate he is about the game, and I'm making sure that our medical staff and our support staff here is helping him, and we're not forcing him in any regards. He's taking his time, and obviously you got to be putting players in safety first when it comes to that. But those are the conversations that myself had with Phil here over the last couple of months as well, and he's in a really good headspace here, and he's making progress, and he's excited to come back and play.